With summer 2020 coming to an end, I'd figure I'd give you guys my top 10 list of my favorite reads I read over the summer. Here they are. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zach's Books, and today I've got for you my top 10 summer reads of 2020. Yes, these are in a specific order, and yes, I'm going to have controversy on the first one. So, guidelines are it has to be from over the summer, from early May up until the end of August. So if it did not fall in that time frame, it's not on this list. So there are some books you might be like, how is that not on there? That's going to be a separate list coming out for the year in total. So this list here is just purely the summer. Coming in at number 10, it's a tie, and that's where the controversy is coming in. Tied at number 10 is Salem's Lot by Stephen King. This was a really good book. I enjoyed it a lot. There was at some point where I was just kind of a little confused with what was kind of going on, kind of in the middle section, but then I was able to pick it back up and figure out, okay, this is what's going on. And so that's why it's a tie with this other book, because I really like this other book, but the ending of Salem's Lot was just, it was hard to pass up. So Salem's Lot tied for number 10. And the second book at number 10 is Wolves of the Calla by Stephen King. This is the Dark Tower book 5. And actually Father Callahan from Salem's Lot also makes an appearance in this book. And I really liked it because there's a lot of like action in it. And that's something I was kind of waiting for in the Dark Tower, especially after reading Wizard and Glass and then went through the Keyhole back to back, where there's just like nothing really going on. And so coming to Wolves of the Calla and there's like action like throughout the book was really like relieving. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And it's one of my favorite Dark Tower books, and it was just really good. And so that's putting it at number 10 with Salem's Lot. And coming in at number 9 is Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar. I did a reading vlog on it. It'll be posted up here. This book was really good, and it really came at the right time because I have not read like a clown book since It, and that was way back in like February or March, and so I needed some clown action in my life, and Adam Caesar did not disappoint. This was just a really good book, and it kind of actually gave me some inspiration for something that I might be working on. So, thank you, Adam. Really good book. Coming in at number 8 is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. And I really like this. It's got that really haunted house vibe going with it. This cover is absolutely beautiful. That lime green and green just all over it looks really cool. Otherwise, it was a good read. It was relatively fast-paced. There's some good action in it. Kind of made you think a lot about, okay, who did this? Who did that? Nope, they did it. Oh, nope, they did it. So it's like kind of like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, okay, who did it? Just tell me. Stop playing games. And I really like that aspect of the book. So Home Before Dark, really good book, coming in at number 8. And coming in at number 7, this was a little bit earlier in the summer, so I'm going to do my best to try and remember what's going on. That is No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy. This followed pretty well with the movie that was made, and I absolutely love this book. It was really good. The ending kind of leaves you like, okay, what else is going to happen? It makes you want more from the book. And I'm one of the people who wanted more. I'm also slightly disappointed with something that did happen in the book that also happened in the movie. Just kind of like, there's some decent build up to something, and then it's just like, nope, he's gone. So I felt like they needed to build up to it a little better. But otherwise, this book was really good. I think I gave it 4 stars. Check out my Goodreads. We'll post that down below. But otherwise, that is book number 7. And coming in at number 6 is a really recent read, and that is Desperation by Stephen King. I really liked this book. It was really good. The movie that they made for it stayed really true to the material, and I just really, really liked this book.
I love that cover.
It was a long book. I really liked the police officer in this book, Kali Intragian. I don't know how you pronounce that. So Desperation falls in at number 6. I highly recommend it. Alright, now we are cracking the top 5. And at number 5, we have The Stand by Stephen King. This was a really good book. It was really long. The middle portion kind of lost me for a little bit, but once it picked back up towards like the last like 2/3, 3/4 of the book, it really picked up and it was really good. Favorite character, Trash Can Man. I really enjoyed his character. He was just like a weird oddball guy, and his thing at the end was really cool. I mean, it's upsetting, but it was really cool, and I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping to read the cut version of this, but I don't know how well it's going to compare to the uncut version, but we'll let you know about it. And maybe I'll do a vlog on that, and we'll go from there. But otherwise, as of right now, The Stand, the uncut, comes in at number 5 for my summer reads. And coming in at number 4 is another recent one, Sour Candy by Keelan Patrick Burke. This book was weird. It was just really bizarre. I did this for a Gabby Reads vlog. We'll post that up above as well. And I think I gave this 4 stars. It'll be down in the description down below. This book was just fantastic. It was short, was just so eerie and creepy, and like you like don't like the main guy at the beginning, but then you kind of feel bad for him towards the end, and then it's like it's just weird. The ending is just weird as all hell. But I really enjoyed it, and I recommend it. This is coming in at number 4. Here is where it gets tricky, friends. The top 3, because I read 3 really, really good ones, and I did not know how to place this. So I'm torn with this top 3 on whether or not this is my solid final top 3, but I'm going to give them to you in this order. At number 3, I have got The Troop by Nick Cutter. This book was creepy. This was just unfortunate for this troop that ended up on this island. It was bizarre. And I like the little like interludes of like back like off the island where like the government's talking to each other like, yeah, we messed up. This island needs to like not exist anymore. And like anyone who's on there is like quarantined, and it was just. And then the ending was also just creepy. And this whole book is just weird. Nick Cutter does a really good job with very solid descriptive work on like horror aspects of everything, like all the gore. I mean, I'm pissed that he killed off a turtle, but what are you gonna do? Otherwise, this is number 3 in my summer 2020. Coming in at number 2 is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. This book looks absolutely stunning. I mean, it looks kind of like an old VHS tape, and I absolutely love this book. It was creepy. You get the cool aspect of like good friends that, you know, started out really young, and they like the one lady like really did not like the other girl, and then they like grew to bond with each other and connect with each other, and then they're older, and then some freak thing happens to one of them, and it like all hell just breaks loose from there. And it's just having 2 books like this back to back, it was kind of hard to place them between 3 and 2, but this one just beats the other one out. I highly, highly recommend this book. If you have not read this yet, what are you doing? You have to read it. This is number 2 on summer 2020. And coming in at number 1 was honestly probably my biggest surprise book that I've read this year. And that is Christine by Stephen King. This book, I went into it not really expecting a whole bunch out of it. I've seen the movie, and the movie was pretty good, but I had no idea that the book was going to be this good. The bondage of friendship between Arnie and Dennis between this is a lot better than the movie. You just feel more connected with them, and it's sad when you start seeing Arnie just kind of like sway away from him, and like they like lose connection with each other, because that's like the worst thing when you're growing up as a kid, is losing connections with old friends. Some of them you're going to have to, because you just really weren't that close, but the ones that you're really close with, it's like really sad to see that person kind of deteriorate from your life. And Arnie then becomes really attached to this car, a 58 Plymouth Fury, and that's my dream car. I want that car, but they don't make it anymore. And so the cars ends up being like possessed, and it's a really good book. I was surprised with how good it was actually written, and then the perspective. It was just a really good book. I highly recommend it. This is my favorite book that I have read in summer of 2020. So there you have it, guys. Those were my favorite books I read in summer 2020. What are some of your favorite reads from the summer? Let me know down in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!